Okay, so this is a follow-up to the Iver Johnson Safety Automatic project. In case you saw that one, I had a real problem with this little screw here. I'll try to get a better picture of it, but it goes right here to hold in the trigger guard, and finally muscled it out of there, mangled it to death, but we're gonna, just for the fun of it, we're gonna see if we can fix it. So you can see that the parts that were inside of the frame are pretty gunky, a little rusty. So we're gonna do a very thorough cleaning on this thing and see if we can't just get it a little more cleaned up and a little better condition. It works fine, but again, over time, when you get a chance to clean out some of this buildup from 100 years, things will start to go wrong or start to rust beyond belief. So I found a company that has a replacement screw for $3. It was a kind of a no-brainer, so I took a chance and really muscled this thing out of there, and it finally started to loosen up and came out. But still going to see if we can fix up the screw slot and make it at least a spare in case we need it. So, but I'm going to start doing some work on this. I'll put a few extra pictures, and then when we get back to take a few more steps, then we'll record where we're at and what's going on with it. All right. So while I got some of these parts soaking in acetone degreaser, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this messed up little screw here. These little blocks that you use for wiring crafts is great for holding these tiny screws in place while you try to peen over some of the metal so we can recut the notch for the screwdriver. So I'm gonna stop here. You don't want to listen to me bang on this thing for a while, but at least you get an idea of what's going on, and then we'll work on getting that notch recut, and we'll start finish cleaning this thing up and hopefully get it all back together and in some decent shape. All right. All right, so hopefully you can see the screw right here. It's a little less than pretty, but got most of the metal back toward the middle, and used the small screw slot file to put a new slot in there that will at least be serviceable. So I am going to use a little heat and some cherry red hardener to kind of make it harden the steel a bit and hopefully keep it from getting messed up. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm going to heat this screw up until it turns bright red. Once we get some red color on it, go straight into this hardening compound. Switch it around a bit. And we'll heat it up again. Once you get it red again, go straight into some water. that should put a little hardening on the end of that screw to help it not strip out again. So get that cleaned up and show you the finished product. So after a little cleaning, this is what we're left with. Again, not exactly new condition, but certainly will be serviceable, especially under the barrel. It won't even show. At least it will be usable. So that's the first step. So as long as I have this thing completely taken apart, I thought I would run it through some homemade nickeling solution with a little electricity and try to plate it just to prevent the rust from the future. Okay, so it's all back together again. A little tricky to get back together, but definitely doable. The homemade nickeling solution is not as shiny as the original, but it will give it at least a little better protection from rust than the white metal. So hopefully this will do a good job of protecting it into the future. Like I said, it's not pretty, but it is definitely conserved, and it is actually usable. So that is the update on the Iver Johnson Safety Automatic. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.